As a gym owner, this is how you can convert more leads to members in your sales conversations more consistently. So over a 9-month period, I did more than 2,000 sales conversations selling $599 6-week challenge or program type offers. In this time, I really found that the biggest problem with trying to sell anything in a gym or in the fitness industry is that if you are just selling gym access, you get commoditized. And it makes it really hard to convince people why they're going to get results coming to you when they couldn't get results going to someone else, or why you're even different from someone else. And so what I'm about to show you is the exact script I use time and time again to convert people from leads to members by offering them a complete solution rather than just being like, come try our classes, you'll like them. Okay, so the real solution here and the reason that this works is we're not just offering fitness, we're showcasing to them and showing them, not just telling them, but actually showing them how offering a full suite of what we call the trio really helps the member and guarantees the member you're able to get results. So this is basically how we do it, right? We need to address 3 things. And because these 3 things are the only way those leads or our future members are going to get results, which is 1, of course, they need to do training. They need to get fitness. They need to put on muscle. They need to exercise. They need to burn calories. So that's one of the pillars. The second pillar is, of course, nutrition. They can't out-train a bad diet. There's no point just working hard in the gym and going home and eating crappy food. So nutrition is the second pillar that we now need to offer. And they know this like deep down, but they know that they need to know that you're able to help them with that in order to get those results. And they want to make it seem like it's easy, okay? They don't want to have to give up their favorite foods because that's not something that people want to do. And then the third one is the accountability. So this is like the gym launch framework, right? Fitness, nutrition, accountability. I refer to it usually as consistency because accountability sounds like you're going to be hassling them from my experience. Whereas saying consistency, hey, I'm going to be there to help you stay consistent. They know they've gone through these ebbs and flows. So consistency tells them, hey, this is the things I just need to do on a regular basis. And I know I'll get results because when I do them, I do get results, but then I fall off the edge and I stop doing them. And I basically go back to where I was. So what we're really doing here is leaning on the components that they know actually get them results and letting them know that we can help them with all 3. So I'm not going to go through the full like pitch, but what I am going to do is just go through the first like paragraph that we put in our script and teach our gyms. This sales course, by the way, will be in the school group for you to actually be able to do. Okay? So this is just the first bit of the pitch. Now the start before all of this, you've probably had a good 15 minutes of really understanding why they're there, what they're interested in, what they've done in the past, and what they really have troubles with. And when you do that, you can really sort of tailor this pitch to them. But this is basically how it goes, right? I've talked about all those things. I'm ready to actually tell them about the program. And I jump in and say, awesome. So this is basically designed to solve, and I speak to their 2 pain points, basically designed to solve the fact that you need to keep consistent so you can lose weight, right? I'm just talking to whatever pain points are specific to them. And then I say, it gets people just like you to, I talk about whatever goals they want to hit. Okay, so the first sentence is awesome. So this is designed to address their 2 main pain points and gets people just like you to those 2 like desires and goals that they're after. Okay, so I'm tailoring the start of the sentence specifically to them. And then I can basically just jump into the generic part of the script, which is awesome. We have a 3-pillar approach on how we do this. It's fitness, nutrition, and consistency. And unfortunately, most of the programs out there, they'll only focus on one of these things, and that's why they can't really get you results, right? So Jenny Craig will give you a diet, but it doesn't cover any fitness or accountability. And therefore, you're not going to put on any muscle. And therefore, as soon as you stop Jenny Craig, you just go back to where you were, right? We've all known or experienced something like this. Or if you just sign up for like a 24-hour gym membership, they don't really give you anything. They give you access to the gym. And the only accountability they will actually provide is when they call you to get their credit card for a gym payment, right? That's the only time you hear from them. That often gets a bit of a giggle. So no diet, nothing. So someone is always missing something. And I think that's why we're so successful. It's because we have all 3. And when you have all 3, you can't fail. Does that make sense? And they often go, yeah, that makes sense. And then basically what I go into more detail is each of those three components. But I don't actually tell them all the details about, okay, the fitness, this is the programming we're doing. I speak about the fitness as it's a fun, we're doing this type of training with a group, so you get to hang out with the people that you enjoy doing things with, and it's a good experience. When I talk about the nutrition, I talk about how easy it is using the app. You don't have to struggle through stuff eating food that you don't like. We get it so it's easy and consistent for you because it's something you actually enjoy doing. And the accountability, the consistency side of things is just basically referring to, hey, when I'm there for you to make sure that you're able to get results, you're unable to basically fail because we've already got you doing 1 or 2 because it's easy and fun. So we go into that more and more detail in the script, but that initial paragraph of, hey, the reason other things haven't worked for you because they don't have the fitness, nutrition, and consistency is the thing that starts immediately separates what you're saying to these leads, future members, from other gyms. It's because they can't do all three. We can do all three. And it's really obvious to the lead, hey, I do need all three to get results. I can't just go train and eat like crap. I can't just train and not eat well and not do them consistently, right? They totally get the concept of need all three. And you've now separated yourself from everyone else by offering all three when they only offer 1 or 2 at best. So that's in the sales training. That's a really quick way of how you can use nutrition to absolutely nail so many more of your leads and get more people converted inside your gym. So not only is the nutrition an awesome tool to have a back end and actually make a huge amount more profit from the members that are in your gym, but you can actually use it as a tool to convert much more leads to members by effectively selling a 3-pillar approach rather than just being like, yeah, we're a gym, come try us out. You can do a workout. So that's the video for today. If you haven't got access to the sales training, DM me sales, message me sales. Otherwise, it's in the school community group course to help you guys absolutely smash that and nail that. That was literally put together based on over 2,000 sales calls over 9 months. I basically spent, I think, 12 plus, maybe up to 15 hours a day on sales calls. So this is a lot of learning that I've basically put in there and learned and pulled from other sources as well. So I'm sure it will help. Start implementing it, practice it. DM me sales if you want that script.